The opinions expressed in this video does not necessarily constitute as professional or finance advice and does not constitute a comprehensive or complete statement of the matter discussed in this video. Thank you guys so much for visiting my channel. My name is Tara Opie and I am the founder and CEO of Tara K Specializes LLC. I graduated in 2019 with a degree in forensic accounting. If you have any questions, comment below or you can Google it. So what I'm doing now is focusing on the finances of the small business owner. We have a lot of the finances coming in, especially if you're doing e-commerce during this time. But because of all of the transactions that you're having, you have to know what are the best steps and how to get started on maintaining your transactions so you don't have to deal with any surprises during tax season. Grab a pen, a paper, your tablet, however you record these notes, because it's a lot of information coming your way. So the first thing that we're going to talk about today is what is bookkeeping. So bookkeeping is really simply put keeping of books. We're going through and keeping a record of all the transactions that you've made and then putting them into different types of accounts so we'll know what's going in and what's going out, so there's no surprises during tax season. Now that you know what bookkeeping is, we're going to talk about the different types of bookkeeping. The first one that I'm going to touch on is the personal type of bookkeeping, and that goes into more of the accounting side, and this personal financing and financial planning. So we'll talk about that in a different video. What we're focusing on today is the bookkeeping aspect as far as businesses are concerned. So we have to think about what type of bookkeeping that you would need, and that's determined by how many transactions that you have per month, per year. The next thing that we're going to talk about are the different ways that you're able to record the transactions. Now, if you're doing something that requires cash transactions, if you're selling something at a farmer's market or a place that doesn't generally take credit cards or debit cards, cash is going to be the way that you're able to record the transactions. Now, with that, you have to pay attention and be more mindful on how you keep up with those types of papers and have a very clean paper trail. So if you're making a transaction and it's a $5 bill and you put it into your money box and there's no paper trail saying that this is how much you've made and these are the people who paid you for this product, at the end of the year when you're having to look over your transactions, there's no real way to see what's what without it being very convoluted. So now that we're becoming more of a paperless, currency-driven society, say that 5 times fast. Anyway, so because we're doing that and we're leaning more towards not having the cash in hand for the transactions, there are a lot of products that you're able to use personally and for your business, including QuickBooks. So any type of transaction that you're using, you can connect that debit card or that credit card to, and it will start to put all of those transactions in specific categories. So when it's printed out, you'll know what's what. Okay. Those are really the start of the basics of bookkeeping, just really knowing what type of bookkeeping that you need, some of the one product that you're able to use, whether it be personally. I would suggest to hire a bookkeeper, a accountant, and or a CPA, depending on how many transactions that you do per year. We have the business bank account, and then we have the business credit accounts. For the business accounts, one of the things that you need to have without a shadow of a doubt is your EIN number. Your EIN number is your employee identification number, so they'll be able to know where the money's coming from or who it belongs to. It's basically for tax purposes. Once you get the EIN number, you put it in, you fill out all the paperwork, and some banks have offerings where you have to put in a minimum deposit Most of them do between $50 and $100 just to get it open. I use Aslo, is an AZLO, is an online bank. You're able to open up your account very easily. They mail you the card. You have access through the app to see what's what, send invoices, the whole nine. So I like it a lot. I am not advertising. I'm not getting paid for it. This is just something that worked very easily for me. Now, other businesses that are looking for lines of credit, if you have a product or service that needs to have more immediate money to go into, you'll have to start looking into getting business credit. Now, business credit comes in several different forms. It can be from how you handle your bills with merchants and vendors, going and then getting an actual credit line with a bank. All those things play a part in how a business runs and how much money that they're actually able to borrow against. So those are the things that you would have to look into when you are researching different types of accounts that you want to start putting and saving your money in. Bank account, bank credit.